Residence Voice?
Residence Voice, it's the resident engagement team of Rotherham Metropolitan Borough Council. That's part of their Neighbourhoods and Adult Services Directorate. It transferred across from 2010 Rotherham Limited on the 1st of July with the reintegration of 2010 services back to RMBC. Basically, it's a way for tenants to engage with us, and we go out and engage with tenants to hear their views, specifically about housing and neighbourhood estate management services.
What do you do for the residents of Rotherham?
Well, the purpose of the resident engagement team, and by default the Residence Voice site, is to give a voice to the residents of Rotherham. So if there are any issues that are affecting them, that are burning away at the back of their minds, it gives them a way that they can express it, and in a way that's going to get it noticed by people in the council, so hopefully some notice can be taken about it and the issues can be addressed. Apart from that, it also allows people to discuss and debate issues more widely. And it may be that another part of the borough have experienced the same issue that they can then respond to and say, well, we found this happening in our area and this is what we did to address it. So it helps people solve their own issues as well and debate them more widely with other residents of the borough.
Why did you set up a page on Ask My Community?
It seemed a fantastic opportunity basically, because we knew that we had to get messages out to people and to listen to people, and the difficulty with that is that we'd found, despite holding regular meetings and attending things, there are a lot of people that you can't reach by doing that because they're either at work or they've got childcare issues and so on. Residents' Voice through Ask My Community gives us a way in that people can interact with us and with each other at a way that suits them, so they can log on late at night if they want to, early in the morning. It's open 24 hours a day, and it just gives them the freedom to engage at a time that suits them best. I want people to use the webpage and Ask My Community to put the issues that are of concern to them and their estates, so they're open up to wider debates with other residents as well as with council officials. So if we're aware of those things, we can come in and say, well, this is what we've found through working through similar problems elsewhere, or alternatively, it might be that we've never encountered something of that kind before, but it gives us then the opportunity to notice it and to step in and address the issue. It's very much a way for people to use it to their benefit and to raise the issues that are of concern to them, and also I think to give their communities a voice and to speak loudly and speak loudly about the good things that they're doing locally, because there's a lot of good practice that does happen across the borough. So for example, Gaynor residents can say, this is what we're doing in our area. It's not just about complaining or raising issues, it's about celebrating what's happening and being done well in those different communities.
How has Ask My Community allowed you to interact with the community?
It's given us a lot more freedom, actually. It's removed some of the restrictions that we had about having to be reliant upon attendance at certain events or venues. It now gives us the chance to pose a question or put a news story on and then sit back and wait to see what the response is. So it's allowing a lot more people to comment than would otherwise have happened. There's a terrific value to the council in that, especially in these times of belt tightening and so on, in that it frees up a lot of resource that can be put into other areas while still giving, serving a useful purpose to ask questions of the community.
How has the service been from Ask My Community?
It's been a sterling service. I mean, I've got very limited IT knowledge, and a lot of my colleagues back at the office have got limited IT knowledge, so we do rely on experts. We've found that with Ask My Community, we've had ready access to those experts, so if we've had an issue or a problem or a concern or anything, all we've had to do is just pick up the telephone, send an email or whatever, and it's been addressed pretty much straight away. It's been really good, and it's something that's been of immense value to us. Absolutely. I mean, we're not complacent and there's a lot of work to be done. I would like a lot more people to get engaged with it and to use the service, but it has been really superb. It's been beyond our dreams really, because if we were at the beginning of our team when it was first set up, to sit down and dream something like this, we would have hit the obvious limits of how do we pay for it, how do we get the permissions and so on. To find that there's already pretty much a tailor-made service in existence in Rotherham that we could tap into has just been superb for us and for the residents.